That was a good stretch. Well, since we all don't really know which ticker we want to trade, we might as well just start streaming. I got some hair sticking up right here. It's very weird morning here. We'll get started officially in just a few minutes, but I was thinking maybe we can identify a ticker together. Thinking MVGS could be a nice little setup coming up. 4 million float. They have the nicest catalyst with the Amazon approval for launch in 5 big EU countries. I guess 4 EU countries plus the UK, which it's not totally considered the EU anymore. Israel, medical device healthcare company. I don't know if you guys went to Mediga's website, but they do some stomach surgery on that website. Whew, it's a heavy little video. Kingship, I like that attitude. Oh. Man, I went to the gym with my friend on Saturday, did some chest. I'm still so sore. Oof, that hurts to touch it. MYT, I haven't looked at it. Let's check it out. I don't even think that this thing's going to make another appearance today based on that selling pressure. I don't know. I wouldn't trade MYT. That's so much selling pressure there. Gave back all its highs. Wasn't even that big of a pop to begin with. The news is okay, but the sellers are very strong, which makes me... You want to see something that holds its high, right? You want to see something that kind of ideally holds above VWAP. A lot of these are selling off. TRXC. JIL is popping up. Just quickly see what's going on. Sub dollar. I'm not a big fan of sub dollar. Just don't have the best time with them. Sometimes I'll trade sub dollars. JILL, USA apparel company, consumer cyclical. That 24 million float, 30 million market cap. Now it's up 100%. PED might be a great dip buy coming up here, right around big support. PED, possible entry. Tower broke disclosed 70% share in the company. We've been seeing a lot of these catalysts lately. I would have not thought they were so strong initially. Possible fill on PED at 23, 53. Remember, the sell-off on PED was really strong. You want to be a little bit careful. I just removed my limit order. I'd see that bounce on the break of 50 now. Small entry on PED. I was looking for a proper size, but I didn't get a full yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Oh well. I was looking for that at least around 1,500 shares, got 555. Close that one out. We had big support at 2.5 to crack of 2.5 with low volume is a big buy indicator to me. So that was about $60 profit right now just on PED, which is pretty cool because that was a really, really small position size. That was like $1,000 position size, maybe $1,200. So to make 60 bucks on $1,200 is not too bad. Now it's already up at 63. Ears was our biggest winner today so far at $100 profit. AMC, I took a small profit on that one, $45. We're up around $200 pre-market right now. Nothing really too crazy. It's been a slow pre-market. But trying to take advantage of some of the moves here. So far the small caps aren't really as interesting as I was hoping for. I'll show you guys the AMC trade just really quickly. We had a pretty decent low entry and right around this area on this big dip, and then I just kind of sold as we broke VWAP, but it wasn't looking so steady. Unfortunately, a little bit later, I actually ended up doing the move I was waiting for. I wouldn't mind buying back on AMC. This is going to be, ideally it was going to be a swing trade. It does have some really shady catalyst out that AMC might be running out of cash at the end of the year. So that's not the best catalyst, and that's why I actually closed the position. I wouldn't mind buying back. I would buy back. There's huge support over here. So let's see if we can find some sort of double bottom or something like that. That's what I'm be looking for AMC. Looks like I'm entering ears. And then ears is the last trade. There's huge support around 122. That's why I was looking for some entries around this area. I'm looking for a 3K fill. Very small. I didn't get that entry I was hoping for. 3% bounce so far. Here's just one of the main lead gappers early on as well. Bermuda Biotech, Ares Medical Holding Company, 4 million float, 100% gapping pre-market at 1.6 million market cap. They don't have any catalyst that I've found. They had an offering on the 6th of October. So it doesn't really seem that great. But this move was pretty strong. Big support in these areas. I might just sell this one as a scratch. Did a lot of small dip trades on, actually only did one dip trade. I was thinking this was kind of a dip as well, but this was a pullback trade on ears. Kind of rode it a little bit here, but it was a very small base hit. I missed this big move to the upside, 20%. And then again, I missed this big move here, 11%. So I was missing a lot of bigger moves on ears. All right, now 9:17. Let's quickly do a little bit of housekeeping here, guys. First of all, welcome back. Woo! Welcome to the live stream. First, we're going to review the watch list like always, and then we trade the market open every day. I hope everyone is feeling good, ready to go, calm and collected. Good sense of awareness, what's going on with the market, having your watch list ready to go. Today is Tuesday. It's October the 13th, and it's 9:17. Actually, it's 9:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got another 13 minutes here before the market opens at 9:30, and then we'll wrap up trading like always around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to check the SPY, guys. Always really, really important. And let me throw up the disclaimer here very quickly. I could go for another coffee, I think. Man, JL, strong sell off here. Not a very nice one either. 27%. Let's see where it goes from here. Possible support around $1. That'd be a key area right here. $1.05 roughly. So much selling off. Plug. Not totally sure. It's not a ticker I was following that closely anymore. We were trading this one quite a lot earlier back in, God, when was that? Maybe June, July, I think it was. Really strong mover, man. This one would have been a great swing trade. Again, I don't know much about this ticker. It looks like it's kind of going exponential in these zones. Always something to maybe be a little bit cautious about. Maybe you want to take some profits already. It had that reverse split, so I'm not sure if we're going to see anywhere near these former highs. So I'd be really careful in these areas for sure. 25, 20. I think if I was profitable on plug at the moment, I'd probably be taking profits. Maybe look for a morning spike and then sell into the green. I don't know. Again, I don't know much about the company, so I can't really comment on it, but it looks like it's very strong, so it's not too bad. Oh, you held it overnight. Gotcha. Yeah, it's always pretty ballsy on a move like this. Typically, if I'm holding a stock overnight, a small cap, low float, I'm looking for something that is holding its highs and maybe is even running up into the market close. This has been a pretty strong move so far with PLUG, so I'd be very nervous holding something like this up so far. It's been a big multi-day, pretty much month runner in a way. Maybe it's going to have that one last blow off top. Because yesterday was a red day, but on low volume, and actually this is kind of a bullish sign here. So I wouldn't be surprised if it tried to break the 18. I would not be surprised. So yeah, trading overnight usually just ruins my sleep. That's why I don't really do it anymore. JILL all the way down here to 109. Nice little bounce off that area. I would have thought it would have went back a little bit further, but maybe it still will. Tower Brook disclosed 70.4% stake in the company. I'm surprised that this catalyst is so strong. I will never do it again. I feel you, man. I mean, some people love doing it. You know, it's like it's all about finding a strategy that works for it. To me, it's just I like to really wrap up my trading at one point and then just kind of like be done with it. So. Tower Brook purpose-driven value creation. That's a lot of fancy words. Purpose-driven. We work to protect and grow the savings of our investors and families by participating in the management team, employees, etc. So they probably have a really, really good track record, Tower Brook. And if they're investing in something like JILL, well, their investment, let's just say, hasn't been going too great. So knowing that a company like Tower Brook is behind, wow, it's actually horrible. I mean, pretty much 100% loss. But at these lows on a New York Stock Exchange company, they're going to be trying to crack right back above $1, right? That's really important to them, which they did. That's probably why they disclosed that information. They might even be selling into this spike themselves. Don't worry, Kinship, you'll find it soon enough. Yeah, or maybe they're just trying to dump their position. Sean, that's why I have time of force right here. You probably have it on default on day. You need to change it to good till cancel extended or just extended for pre-market. And then that will solve that issue. I had the same problem. Somebody in this chat room reminded me on how to fix it or brought it to my attention. So that's why I love this community. All gotta start somewhere, Joseph. No problem. No worries about that. Got another 3 minutes here till the market opens. It's been pretty chill. KCAC with its warrant. Well, I'm out of KCAC. I actually still want to buy it back. It's kind of unfortunate that the big run happened literally right as I sold. Sometimes I treat my swing trades a little bit too much like a day trade. So yeah, this was a 10% pop literally after I get out, and I was like, could have really wrapped up some decent profits with that one. I don't know. No thoughts on that. I would have to check. Learn a little bit more about it. This was literally the move I was looking for back to the 16s. Yep. All right, guys, we've got another 3 minutes here till the market opens. Let's make sure everything is ready to go. I think this is gonna be a little bit more of a quiet. This kind of was a bit of a quiet pre-market, so maybe we're gonna see a little bit of action out of the gate. I don't know. We'll see. Yesterday, the pre-market was pretty hot, especially leading up to the market open, and then everything like froze once the market opened. So today, maybe it's going to be a little bit in the other direction. JILLPED, MDGS, years. These are all hot tickers, I think worth looking at. CSCW, I'm not super stoked about, but could find some decent support. Kind of like the fact that ears was finding a little bit of support. I still have my trade on ears. There's definitely some pretty solid support here. MDGS with that catalyst, I think is one of the more interesting tickers, I gotta say. That's really the one I want to probably be mostly focused on. Another minute and a half here till the market opens. I'll put ears on my second screen. I just have a limit order to sell this one. I'll actually probably remove that limit order. I'm either going to buy back on this one or I don't know. We'll see. I want to start accumulating. Maybe 3,000 shares on ears is my goal. Let's see what happens. PED also looks interesting. MDGS. I probably want to watch MDGS out of the gate. This has been such a recent, so many spikes on MDGS. We finally broke through some big resistance, and this one has a catalyst. I think this is probably the most interesting one today. 4 million float, has that spike ability. PED and JILL are going to be interesting as well. A little lower in the price range, so I think MDGS is more interesting for day traders. So let's see what happens, guys. Good luck, everyone. This is should be an interesting little open here. Calm before the storm, I feel like. We'll see. MDGS needs to break that VWAP zone. Let's see how far it kind of goes until it finds some support. Ears on a 5 minute looks like a really good support setup. Ears looks like it might break higher here, guys. I'm long ears at 22. Looking for that break of 3. Can we break 3? That's what I'm looking for ears. Small position size on this one. Looking for the break of 3. Ears looking for the break of 3. $128 definitely has big buyers on this one. It had a strong sell-off. Trying for that break of 3. Waiting for ears. It wasn't as strong as I was hoping for. It's a bit unfortunate. Probably, you know, should have been a little bit quicker getting out of this one. Took half profits on it. Yeah, there we go. Now we're actually in the red on this one. Was a little bit too optimistic on that. That's why you guys got to take base hits. Something that we always say on this channel over and over again. So I didn't take base hits on this one. Thought we were going to get a little bigger crack there. Didn't. Possible support of 120. Could actually average down here. Still a big support zone. Just average down at 120 here. Possible kind of a risky trade. Yeah, I'm down here a little bit more now. 117 still selling off. Average now at 121. 115. Yeah, I should have rebought on this one. That's probably what I should have done. Should have closed it out and rebought. Still don't have a full position size though. That's why I'm trading this one a little bit slower. Possible re-entry here. I'm gonna go back to MDGS, see what this one's doing. MDGS could be a buy under 2.8. Long AMC again. Small position size on this one. This is more of a swing trade. Still don't have a full size on ears. MDGS with that possible break. Ears looks like we're getting close to that full size. Looking for that possible break of the 9 EMA. I don't think we're going to see VWAP. We have a double top of 130 on ears. Still a lot of selling pressure on this one. Yeah, I'm holding this too long. It's a little bit annoying. All right, closed out. Actually, not fully, but taking a bit of like a loss here, 150 bucks or so. A little bit unfortunate because we were green on this one. I actually wanted to trade it again, and then I don't know. I didn't do my typical trading there, so very weak action on my end. I'm gonna go ahead and close this whole trade out, and then I'm gonna be looking to trade it again as we find a little bit more support. I think around 107 or so, this could be a really interesting ticker, so that's really what I'm looking for. I have a sell order at 112, so we'll get back to this one. I did give back quite a bit of profit on ears. I'm actually in the red on ears. This was kind of unfortunate because I was up actually quite a bit on this one pre-market. I mean, before the market opened. So yeah, gave back quite a bit on that. A little bit unfortunate there. Sloppy trading on my end, very sloppy. I didn't close out quick enough. I didn't take my profits. Everything that I always say you should do. So totally deserved loss there on that one. Just looking around, ears still, you know, doing what I thought it would. JILL, nice bounce here off of roughly $1. Finally out of ears, it looks like. MDGS, see you guys are all going crazy about this ticker. Nice possible setup. Yeah, what's AMC up to? It's kind of fun watching this one out of the corner of my eyes. Found a little bit more support. This thing could, you know, have a bit one of those kind of mornings that just kind of keeps selling off. Had that entry again around, so we'll see what happens with this one. Big support here though. Would average down on this one. Nice, Jonathan. Make those pancakes, man. Congrats. Ears, man, that was such sloppy trading on my end. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I thought I was really bullish that we were gonna break 128, and we hit 130 for like a second, and we pulled back. I wanted to give it one more attempt, and we didn't break past that 130. And then I was like, okay, maybe we're having a healthy pullback. Nope. I ended up buying lower, averaging down. I should have just, you know, closed that position, took my profits, moved on, and looked for a second trade. I don't know why I got so aggressive on that one. I just felt like it sold off so much. It was a recent gapper. I don't know. I felt like there was a little bit more promise on that one. So yeah, just wasn't quick enough. I'm not totally sure how much I lost. I'll have to do some calculations, but we gave back pre-market profits. What was I up pre-market on ears? I was like up at like 140 bucks, and then we ended up, you know, negative 40 now. So we gave back pretty much $200 on ears roughly, I think, right? Something like that. Not to mention, I didn't take my profits again when I was already up on a new trade on ears, like $100+. So that was sloppy. The one time you hold it breaks down, yeah, you know. I'm also like, I always take my profits way too quickly. I know a lot of you guys are like, you got to hold a little bit longer, but this is it. Every time I hold just a little bit too long, It ends up going back. So it's also, it wasn't a breakout trade, right? It wasn't like a stock trending higher. So that was not the one to do it on, but I don't know, it just happens sometimes. $40 loss is fine. Yeah, it wasn't. It was like a $200 plus loss. I'm down now $40 roughly. So I gave back my profits that I made pre-market, right? Volume really fell off a cliff on ears. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's actually not bothering me at all. It's actually kind of funny how little it's bothering me. MDGS, let's see here, man. I would like to see this thing start kind of popping up again. Right now, it's a little bit choppy. It's not really something I'd want to be trading. VXRT, I'm not a big fan of the percentages on this one. But, you know, it is climbing. It is trending up. Does have big dollar volume. Big resistance above though, but we technically popped above that. Coronavirus catalyst. Could be good. Choppy McChop nuggets over here. And ears. So MDGS, ears, VXRT are all lead gappers. PED. Wow, this one really fell off a cliff, huh? I was thinking that, you know, this one might have that chance to break higher. $2, some big support. I wonder, it's probably going to crack $2, and then we'll see where the support's going to find. Maybe around 108 or so. Or, I mean, 190, 197 or so. Let's see what happens. Yeah. JILL. That key $1 zone. Ooh, ears, guys. This is why you cut your losses. So, you know, I had a loss on ears. It wasn't even that big. But dang, that thing just cracked heavy. Got rejected by the 9 EMA and then really fell off a cliff again. Could be another entry on ears. Big support around $1. Key psychological zone as well. MDGS, guys, back in play. This is looking good. Remember, this is the one with the catalyst, though. It's really, really nice. Quick pullback here to 32, roughly. I had my buy limit order, but I didn't get filled. Buying above 35. Nope. Support coming in here, long MDGS. This is a big pullback here, looking for that break of 3.5. Average fill at 89. 289. Smaller position size, nothing too crazy. Looking for that break back above 3.5. Skunk. Selling here, cutting my losses. Didn't get that. Was looking for a pullback. All right, well, now I'm getting a little bit sloppy. The first bad trade wasn't that bad. The second bad trade, now I'm pretty much at total break even again. Let's see here. That was not a bad loss though, only about 4 cents a share, 5 cents a share, not really too bad. Ears is pulling back again, guys. Ears is looking really, really interesting. Yeah, MDGS, this is the move I was kind of waiting for. Let's see if it's going to break past 3.4. This is looking solid. 34, 38, 39. Yeah, there it goes. Kind of unfortunate. It always sucks like when it does the move you're waiting for and then you take a loss on it. That was it. That was the move. That was a 9% move. Congrats to anyone that got long that one. I missed it. Really, really sweet stuff though. Oh, this looks like it's going to break 3.5. Nice, Clayton. Congrats, man. $9:48 a.m. SPY is a little bit red here. Usually that's good for the small caps. Fairly neutral, but red. There was the bigger flush in MDGS. You could feel those sellers in the order book. You could definitely feel them. MDGS lead gapper here. What do we trade? So far, not seeing an amazing setup. I was actually looking at ears again. Was waiting for a little bit bigger of a pullback past 1.4, and then it just ended up bouncing to 107, so I didn't get that move. ALT actually had a kind of a nice open, huh? Pulling back to some interesting support here. Wafu halt. Yeah, nice move on Wafu, huh? Some strength came into it. Came out of kind of nowhere's land here. It's going to open up at 52.22. It's going to be an interesting open to watch for sure. This could be a great time to jump on it. I'm not sure what the catalyst is. Shares hold on volatility, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, maybe a bit of a squeeze. Who knows? It's hard to say. VXRT, nice little pop there. VXRT crawling higher. Big breakout here. This was a pretty solid breakout. Decent volume on this one, VXRT. Second lead gap around the day. Larger amount of shares though on VXRT. USA Biotech, 108 million float with that clinical phase 1 trial catalyst. Kind of interesting there. Thanks, Gwendolyn. Thanks for the $5. Thanks, I appreciate the support. Thanks a lot. VXRT, guys, a little bit sketchy as well. Just seeing a lot of sketchy moves that really aren't getting me too stoked. So, keeping a little pause off. Yeah. That's awesome, Gwendolyn. Appreciate it and happy to hear as well. So VXRT right on the 9 EMA could be a good entry. That's what I was kind of thinking about. I'm not the biggest fan of the overall kind of forward play on this one. There's going to be a lot of back holders on this. It's in a big downwards trend lately, but you know, it's trying again. We have bigger resistance roughly around like 9.2, so that's probably the area I'd be a little bit more nervous about. I mean, this is the first major pullback, so it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, David, I actually haven't checked it. I was a little bit busy this morning, but I think so. Prime Day is 2 days, I think, right? So we got a little bit more time. Look at VXRT, struggling here so hard. It's just really, really struggling. Nice bounce on ears. JILL is almost totally out of volume at this point. I would like to see MDGS do a little bit more. I feel like MDGS has a few good moves left inside of it, so that's really what I'm kind of waiting for at this point. If you guys are looking for new laptops like I am, I added in the Discord link, the first link under this video, in the video description, the first link there. If you click on that, and then you scroll down, there's a community section. In that community section, there's a Discord button. If you click on that Discord button, you join the Discord channel, then you can get access to all what we talk about here on stocks, swing trading, all that fun stuff. And then there's a new channel inside of it where we talk about some laptops. I got like 11 laptops that I'm looking at. So if you guys are curious to check that out, hit that hotkey on MDGS. WWR, we could look at it later. I probably won't be trading WWR though. Nice move here on ears, kind of pulling back up. Nice to see that volume kind of popping back on this one. Remember, I couldn't find any catalyst on this, so just be a little bit careful there. Something sold off so much as well. Almost 50% down from pre-market highs. You know, it's kind of sucks because I knew ears was going to bounce around $1, maybe a little above $1. I mean, that's what we were talking about, big support at $1. I didn't take my profits on the first move I was up. How was I so sloppy on that? I gotta really think about that for a second. I did some sloppy stuff. Eat those espresso coffee beans. I'm about to start here. Ears is trying again. I'm not a big fan of buying pullbacks though below VWAP. It's not a setup that I usually go for. That's pretty much what Ears is setting up. MDGS doesn't look bad, but I'm not crazy about this setup either. Not getting a lot of follow through here. It looks like today's really a bit more of a dip buy kind of day. Anytime something's selling off a little bit much, just buy some dips on it. Yeah, man, that was really sloppy on me. Nice, MDGS building up some steam here finally. A lot of you guys are talking about Apple today. I haven't checked out Apple at all. Let's see what it's up to. Yeah, healthy pullback here on Apple. This might continue its little rally here. This is a good move. It's a really big question. Is the 9 EMA going to hold, and is it going to continue its rally from here? Strong move though so far. AMC having a little bit of a recovery here. Might have to take profits on AMC again and then look to buy back. AMC breaking down again. I don't know about that. Like AMC is on a healthy trend to the upside. Look, we got a nice pullback here to VWAP, another pullback to the 9 EMA. Right now it's in a strong upwards trend. I would probably look to sell and then buy back. I mean, anything can happen at any moment, right? But right now it's definitely an upwards trend. $32 million float or shares outstanding. Insights for enemy. Earnings were up. I don't think so. Slow mover though. It's actually kind of a nice move on space, huh? Back to 20. Nice pop back up here, 4%. Sweet. Yeah, space to me is a bit overextended a little bit. Shrikant, are you out of that one? I know you were holding it at one point, no? Nice, Mark. That's some good stuff. I think that's a great idea. It's rare that we're already looking at swing trades at this point in the day, but that's kind of what the market's giving us right now. You just had a nice little recovery here. So AMC just failed to break through that high there. So now AMC might be in a downwards trend. Right here, it was still an upwards trend, but this failed breakout does not breed confidence. And a break of VWAP would be pretty bad. So those are kind of like the two plays that, you know, I would like to see this thing continue. Maybe see form a shoulder right here at 3.9, but I don't know. Nothing's for sure. So I'll put an alert on AMC if we break below VWAP. MVGS popping back up. Nice, nice, nice. It's good to see a little bit of volume coming back. MVGS above 3.4 with like solid move above 3.4 would be really nice to see. Oh, this thing is so flushy. Look at that. Just constantly just massive dips. All the spikes, all the volume spikes are red on red volume. That's not really nice. You don't want to see that either. Doesn't really breed confidence. Yeah, good question, Alex. I was just thinking that myself. I honestly wouldn't mind averaging down. Oh, I just typed in Alex. Oops, AMC. I wouldn't mind averaging down actually into this one. I do think at one point it's going to have a bit of a ripper. Averaging down was my original goal. So I probably would average down. And then I would cut losses if this thing really did continue to keep plummeting. Right now we're at huge support right around 3.6, 3.8. So I do feel like there's some good support on this one. And I would like to see maybe a bigger bounce on this one before I cut losses. But for now, with the volatility we're seeing, I wouldn't mind. Well, yeah, that's exactly why I was kind of day trading this one. And then, you know, look for a swing trade at one point as well. 10:05. Yeah, I think one thing I should have been a little bit more attentive to was this breakout. I was no longer watching AMC at the time. I was trying to watch some other tickers. This breakout here was on very light volume, right? That wasn't the most impressive break. So that was a little bit depressing there. You can see that volume here was at 62,000. So not too many people interested in AMC pretty much buying at those levels anymore. So we'll see what happens with AMC. My full position size on AMC I would like to get to is about 5,000. So right now we're at about a little over 3,000, maybe like 3.5 or something like that. What's up, Anthony? all stoked over there. Yeah, MDGS, man, this is just not the nicest ticker to be trading, huh? little wish-washy here for me as well. PED really kind of fell off a cliff here. Low volume, ears. Not a nice day, guys. This is not the best day to be day trading small caps. So that's why we're looking already at kind of mid caps and swing trades a little bit. Maybe we'll have something pop up in the charts at one point. JILL looks like it found a little bit of support here. Really not too interested in this one. This thing kind of always fails to break higher. Now we have all day to talk about some Lederhosen attire, some Oktoberfest stuff. I'll be down 300 on ears. I feel you, man. That one's just a little bit depressing on what it's doing. So that last flush on MDGS, it's about 10%. If we had a similar flush, that would bring us below $3. Not sure if we're going to see something like that. Any thoughts on AAPL during the presentation today? I don't know. I think Apple's a great company, and I don't really swing trade it because I find it a little bit more tricky to swing trade. So I would probably just, like I said and been saying since like the beginning of the streams, is on dips, I would just add this to my investment portfolio and leave it as that. And then look to hold this thing for over a year. That's probably how I would treat Apple, or that's how I treat Apple. So I don't know. I don't really think about swing trading this one too much. I feel like there's much more interesting stuff to swing trade. But yeah, I mean, it does have, this was a pretty sweet move here. Good breakout with big volume. I don't know. It could be interesting. But everyone knows they're going to come out with a new phone, So unless it's like extremely revolutionary, how much is that going to affect the stock price? Did you guys see that Jim Cramer is now bullish on GE? So that's a really good thing for a swing trade GE. That's really nice to hear. COST, Costco. Oh yeah, solid move here in Costco. Keep an eye on, guys. MDGS could be a good dip buy coming up. Such a solid rally on this one. And they even have dividends. Ooh, MDGS just chipping away here. Might break $3. No, found support. Instantly bounced off a 3. I thought it was going to break 3, to be honest. I think my next phone is going to be the Pixel. I'm already excited. I think I'm going to order it when I go to the States, and then I might just order 2 of them because they're so cheap. That way I have a backup phone. Ugh. Michael. So yeah, I was kind of stoking about the MDGS dip. I was kind of ready to get on it, but I wanted to see it maybe break 3. Didn't see the break of 3, and then it bounced right back up. AMC really trying here. This could be a 5-minute setup. It's not super clean, but bigger support around 377. We already had our first bounce in this area. A little bit of volume picking up on this one, so this is definitely a debatable zone. But yeah, a ticker like this running out of cash, this is a dangerous spot for sure. So it's not a catalyst you really want to be getting, blindly long on, because if they do come out with a catalyst that or news that, I don't know, it's they're definitely going to be running out of cash and they're going to be selling off and they're maybe filed for bankruptcy. That's just, that's not a position you want to be long in a swing trade. So it definitely does affect my overall swing trade. I do still think we're near big support. So as long as nothing new comes out today, I think this could, keep up the volatility here, and there's still some opportunity in it. But for sure, I'm definitely less stoked about AMC than I was before. It was a good thing that we waited. I almost bought AMC in this area, but I had a really strong feeling that we might stat dip to around 3.7, and we did. So it was good that I waited, but at the same time, it's tough. The good news is AMC on such negative news does barely have any volume so far. So it definitely means that it's priced in a little bit. This has been a big sell-off near big support. This is going to be the first bounce in this area. So again, there's a lot of technicals that are really kind of strong AMC buy right now. Fundamentals, though, are definitely getting a little bit questionable. I wouldn't say any more questionable, though, than we've kind of already knew that movie theaters are extremely struggling and they're probably all tight on cash. So I don't really see this thing being like the biggest eye-opener kind of news catalyst. Shorting kind of, yeah. The problem I have with shorting is like your max gains are limited, right, to pretty much like 99%. While if you hold, we've had already, I don't know, I think we've only had 1, maybe 2 swing trades this year where we've had over 100%. But it's just nice, it's nice to have that potential to have those over 100% swing trades. I don't know. Going long is much nicer. David says I always short AAPL. That's funny. NNDM. Nice move on it for sure. Anticipation news. No real catalyst there on NDM. Bigger resistance around 3.5. What's the ears news, James? MDGS, possible entry This was a key dip zone here for MDGS. Never got my second share on it. Well, sellers are definitely back in the room here on MDGS. Try to take my profits on this one. Big buyers back up on there. Could be a little pop back here. Possible second fill. Oh. All right, so we came back a little bit on MDGS. That's nice. Man, I'm really getting thrown around here today a little bit. AMC in like a huge break-even zone. Take care, David. See you tomorrow, man. Nice reversal there on MDGS. Now all the way at 307. I sold too soon. Sold way too soon. Left around 8 cents a share on the table. I just didn't really trust this one, and I would have mind, just taking some profits, getting back a little bit in the green, base hits, just doing everything that I wasn't doing after the market opened. Sometimes you just don't want to keep making the same mistakes. So yeah. Yeah, AMC is quite the little weasel right now, huh? Whatever happened to our good friend Ears? That was just the biggest disappointment ever. So it had that little bounce off of like 104, 105, went back to roughly, we broke the 10 though, no? Yeah, we went all the way to 114 and then went back down. So yeah, that would have been that good little pop, had that opportunity. ALT, this one somehow making some nice trends here. 5-minute chart looks pretty healthy on ALT as well. If I saw it earlier, right here on this pullback, I probably would have bought it. Percentage wise, it's not really the biggest ticker though. What to trade, just not when. Exactly. Yours was mistakenly mentioned in a Bloomberg article. Is that what it was? Because I was looking all over for some sort of catalyst on that ticker. Sorry, Robbie. Sorry to hear, man. It's tough. You know, every day's a little bit different. You win some, you lose some. It's all about managing your risk. That's what I didn't do on ears myself. I didn't manage my risk quick enough. I think that was it was a small position, but percentage-wise, it was somehow a big loss. And that's why I was like, how did I just let that happen? It was like a 6% loss. I'm usually way out of a trade quicker than that. I was just a little bit too mellow. Probably didn't have enough coffee this morning. Kicked in the side by JILL. I don't know why that sounds funny, but Jill's a bastard. Nobody really likes Jill. Let's just be serious here. Blame it on the coffee, sure. Oh, you know what? Actually, that was a good reminder. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to make a cup right now. Okay. Water is heating. Berlin coffee is actually called speed. Well, Brand, not too loud, not too loud. Jill's hard to get, could never trust her. Damn, you guys are really beating up this poor lady. MDGS, guys, is selling off, but the volume's fading as well. There could be another big bounce at one point. We're here at roughly this huge critical 2.8 support zone, which we've held multiple times. It's really the crack of this zone that's going to be pretty nasty. ALT is still looking kind of interesting. No, we're red on MDGS. We're red by $3 at this point, 374. Had a green trade and a red trade. My red trade was clearly bigger than my green one, unfortunately. Who needs Karen when you got Jill? Or if you're Mormon, you can have both. Oh my God, that'd be a stressful household. PD, let's see. Ears popping up again, guys. Look at this. Your favorite ticker, ears, for the day. It's actually not looking too bad. Let me quickly go to on my second screen. It's a nice little pop in volume there for sure. AMC is so stuck in this area. Most likely AMC will pull back with such little momentum here. That doesn't look very good for a ticker like this. So I think AMC, I hope it breaks to the upside. I'm just trying to make myself feel better for when it does pull back. Nice move there. Beers again breaking higher. Yours is definitely almost in penny land. Yeah, it's chilling. 5-minute setup though, it's breaking the 9 EMA. So this is actually a 5-minute breakout with a 1-minute pullback. It's technically a pretty legit setup right now. I missed it. I wanted that pullback, but I didn't get it. Yes, AMC, keep breaking to the upside. Do it. Do it and you're cool. Do it and you're cool. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, what a disappointment. The final countdown. Are you scalping ALT? Because I've been thinking about doing that all day with that ticker. It's been looking kind of interesting. I really think ears actually might be back in the race, guys. It's making some interesting moves here. I just really don't want to get stuck in a 5% flush on ears. Stop out at the bottom and then get kind of a continuation from there. I feel like that would really just bother me at this point. So that's why I'm not trading it. It's a slow mover. AMC failed to have that breakout. No surprise with that low volume there. That's kind of what we were saying before. So I was already shocked that it did kind of move higher. MDGS found a little bit of support. Volume really fell off a cliff. But at the same time, sell volume also fell off a cliff, and looks like this is our first green candle here, kind of coming back with a little bit of vengeance. This was some really, really solid sell volume spikes here. Looks like it might be reversing a bit. Possible entry on MDGS on a pullback. Thanks, Eric. $10.30, guys. I'm pretty much more or less done with trading. If I see another good setup, I'll consider going on it. But at the moment, I'm more or less done. It was really not a day for me today. I made so many mistakes today. But at the same time, I really don't mind that much because it just wasn't that good of a trading day. So if I did really good, I might be up like $300 today or $400. So I'm only up $60. I did pretty bad, but at least I'm not in the red. I was up $200 or so on ears pre-market. So and then I had like another $100 trade I didn't close out on. So technically I was up like $300 on ears and I'm closing negative 37. So that's the only one that I got to say I really dropped the ball on. Everything else, I don't know. It wasn't the best pre-market action. So yeah, let's go to WWR. Westwater Resources. These guys ran up so much. I have a whole entire video on WWR if you guys are interested. It actually got quite a lot of views, surprisingly. I had a kind of pessimistic take on WWR, and you could tell there's a lot of people that were kind of optimistic on this ticker in the comments. I just, let's see here, 1 second. Let me listen to this one part again. MDGS guys popping up here. Well, guys, important ticker today. Where's it hiding? Oh yeah, you know what? We can actually trade today. That's what I was confused. WWR. So WWR was a lead gapper. Again, it's made ridiculous moves, and today's actually the 9th green day in a row. And actually, believe it or not, it's still a green day. It's up 17% today, which is a little bit weird because you'd be thinking like, this thing's just been selling off all day today. Well, it had a huge gap of 130%, had a high 18.5, absolutely insane. So it's actually been on a relatively long green run of 9 days since the low. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Today's the 9th day. Right? This was the low day with 122 pre-market, right? So 9th kind of green day in a row. If you go here to the daily chart, you can see a little bit more. So what's been causing this kind of ticker to have such a strong run? Why am I a little bit skeptical of this company? Well, if you go here long term, this company has nothing but just been selling off. Apparently, it was at $89,000 at one point. Not true. Fake news. It's actually. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I just realized that this. So much for that idea. There's this one little part I forgot about WWR, and I was hoping I would kind of cover it, but then I realized I don't think it's. I don't know where it is. Then I realized this is actually playing through the live stream, which is like not exactly all what I wanted to do. Do I trade SPACs? Yeah, I trade SPACs. Ramasher. We've been actually trading a lot of SPACs lately. A ridiculous amount of SPACs. Let's go through some of the details on WWR as well here. So what do we know about this ticker? USA Mining Materials. These guys are the ones that, remember, I think it was the announcement that they, what was that? Something about Trump with the, yes, applauds the president for the executive order. So WWR has a bunch of, they're kind of sitting on top of some really good graphite mines. And with EV vehicles for the the ion batteries. There's another word I'm looking for. Anyway, graphite is a key material for these EV batteries, right? And rechargeable batteries and batteries just in general. So that's why WWR was kind of in the spotlight, because it was kind of in that whole EV sector, right? And then Trump made it possible for these EVs to, or he wants to support that America gets off its dependency of batteries. Or the graphite import, because right now America is 100% dependent on foreign countries, and apparently China supplies like 40% of that. WWR, though, I'm really not a big fan of long term, because it constantly has these reverse splits, it's dilution, it's a really ugly ticker. And then randomly it just had a huge spike up here because of that kind of EV cycle, and then the Trump news, and maybe they're going to be able to exercise a little bit more of their land. The problem is the stock price is totally, destroyed, in my opinion. You can never really recover from something like this. So what the company, in my eyes, is going to do on these high prices, they're going to take advantage of it. They're going to raise capital so they can even build mines or maybe take advantage of it, or they're just going to do something shady with it. I don't know, but I don't really think that they care where their stock price is going, besides, being able to milk it a little bit. So that's why I've been pretty pessimistic on something like WWR. Let's check out some of these more recent articles. Yeah, exactly. Pilot plant production. Yeah, so that's exactly what I was thinking. They're going to be coming out with some sort of plans for a plant. Now, I gotta say, back in these 12, anything above $10, I was extra pessimistic. Because now that we're kind of finally coming back here to a little bit more support under $10, I gotta say it might not be the worst play. There's quite a bit of support here around $6. This could actually be a decent swing trade here. I'm not sure how much more it's going to sell off now. I think, they're going to try to pump out some more good news. Maybe there's going to be a bunch of bag holders that are just like stubborn and they don't want to sell anymore. I think this might reverse. There might be some squeezes, some shorts that are going to be closing up, taking profits, right? You got to cover to close, so the stock goes up if you close your position if you're a short. So you have people buying support. So you kind of have a pretty good recipe here for WWR to make actually a move higher. So I could easily see WWR, hitting $8, maybe even $10 again, which would be a pretty solid move from here. And I would probably argue that as long as it doesn't maybe dip below 6, and if it does dip below 6, I'd probably be cutting my losses. But for now, it does look like there's some really decent support in here. So I don't know. I think WWR could be an interesting play. It's definitely on a lot of people's radar. It's still not my favorite long-term pick, but as short-term, WWR could be actually pretty good. Solid state batteries. Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking about. Solid state. I'm not sure. I feel like there's a different word in my head, but it's not so relevant. Yeah, let's check out you. Yeah, no problem, Mohammed. Sorry for the delay on that. Am I looking at CCL again? I'm not sure. I couldn't say out of the top of my head. Let's see. I would have to look at CCL again. If anything, I'd probably consider trading Royal Caribbean more than CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines. Unity software. Why does this sound so familiar? for iPhone games and PC games. Open source 3D engine. I don't think Cloudflare wants me to go on their website. Oh wait, wrong ticker. Oh Lord, that was a pretty silly mistake I just made. The Unreal Tournament engine or Unreal Engine is pretty cool. I would like to try to build something on top of that, but I don't know where I would squeeze that free time out of, so I don't think I will anytime soon. By the way, I think if you Google WWR, you can find my YouTube video, and then you can also get the link to this article where I kind of dive into WWR a little bit more into detail. In terms of Unity software, whoops, why it's going so slow? $22 billion company, 226 million float. That's a pretty decent sized company. I'm probably not the one to really comment on a company like this. I don't know much about it. I'm sure like subliminally, I probably know about it because I've maybe used certain things, but at the moment, I'm not really connecting the dots on how much they might be integrated into the daily life. I really like to just kind of go through the websites a little bit. I feel like I don't do that enough. Gotcha. Start bringing your vision to life today with Unity real-time 3D development platform. That's pretty cool. Nice. Always a good place to kind of start generating a little bit more awareness about what's going on. To me, again, like I don't know enough about this ticker. I probably want to look into it a little bit more, what the latest momentum has about this company. Maybe check out, honestly, since it's such a new company, I would probably consider going through their book value a little bit more, seeing what they say on their 10K, what their share price book value is a little bit more. Is it a little bit overextended? When they IPO'd, if they IPO'd, unless it was a SPAC, was it oversubscribed? Was it undersubscribed? Like these are all things I would probably take into consideration a little bit before going long this ticker. This is actually forming a bit of a cup and handle here. We have a perfect move to the upside. We have that rounded bottom, and technically we're having a handle right now. So this could be a great buy entry, and then see if we have that break back above 100, because if we do, this thing could absolutely rip. It's tough to say. Right now, it looks like 90 is really big support. And if 90 holds, this is going to be looking pretty good. I think from here we have the 9 EMA as well. So there's a lot of buy factors probably in Unity. And if you're going to if you really fundamentally believe in the company, you like what's going on, it's probably a great entry right now, especially if you're looking to hold over a year. Yeah, and even the midterm, I would probably argue. Unity looks pretty good. Again, I don't know enough about it to like give a more specific answer, but this would be probably a pretty good entry. I would argue. AMC is back down. OTCs. I don't really trade OTCs anymore. I used to trade OTCs all the time, but the OTC market kind of died off over the years. I remember back in like 2013, OTCs were everywhere. Yeah, I don't think I would trade something like this, HALB. But, you know, if you want to just, you know, put some money in here and pray to baby Jesus, you know, it's one of those things you can make 100% really quickly, or, you know, lose a lot of money. But I don't know what's going on here. Develop antibody against guns. It's really, really cheap OTC. This is typically more of a graveyard than anything. OTCs do have fees though. Remember, TD Ameritrade has fees for OTCs. I think it's like, it's whatever your entry price is. I could actually show you guys how much it would cost me to trade this right now. So if we wanted to go long 1,000 shares, say join the bid. So it would cost me $3.95 to trade HALB. To buy it, and then to sell it would be another $3.95, so almost $7. Nice, Constantine. Thanks for that feedback. AMC back down, ears back down. Yeah, guys, it's not a small cap kind of day for sure. It's not really too interesting. I think ears might have a absolute nice bounce at one point. I just don't know how much it's going to sell off. I'm really nervous for AMC to break like 350. I don't want to wake up one day with a bankruptcy news and then this thing down, you know, 20-50%, which could happen. We've had lows here of $2. So that's not making me extremely bullish on a ticker like this. And I'd probably rather get out of AMC sooner than later. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. I might average down here a little bit again, and then I'm going to hopefully look for maybe an afternoon spike or something like that and probably get out of AMC. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. But I don't think this news is anything too new. I think everyone was pretty aware of the this can't go on forever with movie theaters. GMGI. Golden Matrix Group. Wow, what's going on with this ticker? You guys are calling out some interesting tickers here. I don't think I've ever seen a ticker with this many reverse splits. I honestly don't think I would trade something like this. I don't know what's going on with this one. But I mean, I remember when I was younger, sometimes I would trade these kind of tickers and I would literally put like a limit order at like 584, and every time it would spike back up to 6, I would just sell. And I would just have like buy limit orders and sell limit orders. Sometimes it works, sometimes you get skunked. I don't know. It could be fun to do, but I don't really know why I would trade GMGI. Yeah, that's true. I think movies are never really going to go back to the ways they were, but I do think boutique movie theaters, I go to the movies like once or twice a month, honestly, but I don't go to the big movies. I go to like these smaller ones if it's like a more like local kind of filming, maybe a specialty movie. I don't know. I think or like a premiere. I go to premieres. I think it's good fun. I do really enjoy doing it. All right, boy. Eric's calling out a bunch of tickers here, probably worth looking into. I'll write them down, put them on my homework list. I got a bunch of tickers on my homework list. I think tomorrow I'll come out with a video on some swing trade opportunities, but I'm not totally sure about that yet. GODY. Those tickers are not ringing a bell at the moment, but MDGS, guys, looks like it's back into play right now. I see you guys are already saying that. You can totally jump the gun here. Don't even give me a chance. AMC scrolling back up. All right, Jason, never a bad idea. Take care, man. I'm going to look at MDGS a little bit longer here, and then I'll probably wrap up myself. %6 move on MDGS, not really too bad. Decent buyers here, you gotta admit. 317 could be a possible entry on this ticker. Nope, just absolutely just keeps ripping higher. Nice move there on MDGS. Congrats to anyone doing that one. Michael B fan club, you're the funny one. Wow, what a spike there on MDGS. I was not expecting a move like that at all. That was really just not in my my peripherals right now. They even have a news article that came out at 10:33 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That was right around this area. Huge move going on right now. MDGS might get halted if it keeps this up. That was a 13% move there on MDGS. We have huge resistance right in this zone, but it's flying. I have no idea where this buying volume is coming from. It's going to get a lot of people excited here. 3.5, 3.7 was big resistance. We literally just shot through that. Volume really picked up all of a sudden here. I have no idea where that came from. MDGS was my favorite ticker all day today. I was so disappointed that this thing really didn't amount to anything. With that 4 million float, so it has the spike ability. They have the Amazon catalyst for launching in 5 big countries in the EU. Israel medical device company with a pretty gnarly video on their homepage of the website, yeah, MDGS. So it looked pretty good. 55 million market cap at first. Now it's a 29 million market cap. That 4 million float is really what's super interesting to me, I find. This makes my little win here look like a peanut. $350 possible entry point on this ticker. I'm not really sure what's going on with this one, why it's running up so much. Makes me a little bit nervous. I'm never a big fan of trading tickers that I'm not, understanding what's going on. But hey, this was just a strong, healthy move. Maybe volume was just waiting a little bit to take action. AMC still selling off here a bit. Yeah, the pre-market high is roughly here at 3.6. Good call out on that to 3.5. Definitely something worth looking at. First pullback here is going to be a spot on the 9 EMA that a lot of people are going to be looking at for sure. I'm almost surprised it didn't get halted. Foaming for no reason on you. This is where people are going to be waiting with their limit orders guaranteed. HCHC just broke a pretty key support zone. Who bought on that 3.5 zone? I guarantee you a few of you guys did, huh? Let's see if we can do that second rally here. Needs to break above 367, 370 ideally. Price under settings. I'm not going to trade MDGS, so it's fine. On charts, under setting, do you have price type set last or mark? Price type. I'm not even sure if I see price type. I'm not sure. Nice move here, 374. Can we break higher? This is a big question. Oh, another flush there. You would have to be a little bit more specific, Eric. A little bit more specific. You know, we've traded MDGS so many times in the past. Constantly selling off this ticker. Definitely feels like there's a secret kind of seller hiding in this one, just kind of tanking away. All right, Bren, take care, man. I'm rolling out too. I'm gonna wait for what Eric has to say, and then I'm gonna bounce like a freaking kangaroo on out of here. Feel you, Bren. I feel like that's how I feel like when I'm looking at MDGS for no reason. I feel like at this point it's just playing with fire. Better just to not touch it. Take care, Brad, man. See you tomorrow. Hit that button on the way out. Thanks, Harley, for that call out. Eric says, so in the tab, when looking at settings across the top, you click 3 lines for and go styles tab for the chart. I think that's the same thing as this tab that I clicked on. Anyway. Hiding in the bushes. Maybe that's what he's doing. Market price or last? Honestly, I'm not really sure about that question. Dang right, Jay. Connor, that's definitely a question for your broker for sure. But most likely, if you're a cash account, you have to wait 48 hours for that to settle, right? Yeah, Eric, I'm not sure where it says marker last. Which tab is it on? So I'm on chart settings. Which tab should I be clicking on here? Thanks, Jay. Appreciate the $5. Thanks for the support, man. I really, really do appreciate that, man. Great idea, Shrikant. I'm going to roll out too because it's so easy to make a mistake for no reason. Thanks, Jay, again. I really do appreciate that. Don't hit setting. Go to drop down the styles, hover over. I guess this style here. Looks like I have price type as last. I haven't played with these settings in a long time. Nice, I think we got it. Ha. Life, that is the story of trading, huh? But at least you're walking away green. We're also walking away green today, if just barely. It's just how it is. I might just close my AMC position. I do think that it's not the worst setup. I'm a little bit nervous holding this one. But we'll see. We'll see here. I think we found some big support. It's tried to dip here. There's clearly some big buyers at 375. So now it's going to start testing the high again. Can it break past 3.8? Can it break past 382 or 383? And then can it break past 387, right? We clearly cannot pass 375. So there's big buyers here. People are seeing that there's big buyers there. People are catching the dip. So now it's all about how high can we go. So I'm going to let AMC run for now. But again, I feel like this is one of those tickers that if you keep holding it, maybe a few months from now, you're going to wake up with the news that they're filing bankruptcy or something like that. And typically I like to swing trade stocks that are going higher on good news, not necessarily holding a dip buy, hoping it's going to have a reversal. That's not as fun. Yeah, no problem, Eric. Sorry, I didn't see the style button quicker. I thought you meant, the settings and then something in settings, but I'm happy we figured it out. So that was pretty sweet. MDGS is pulling back here. Whew, all right, guys, I'm out of here. It's time for me to do a little bit of chili vanilli, and then I will see you guys in the recap video. So in the recap, I don't know what we're going to talk about yet. I think I might focus a little bit on MDGS. We'll see. Definitely, obviously, talk about some of the trades we made today. Always good lessons to be learning. I'll see you guys then first time tomorrow. First time tomorrow. I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning, starting around 9:15. Till then, guys, stay safe. Make some awesome trades. Milli vanilli. Yeah, exactly. Ciao, ciao, guys.